Hello, happy Monday, guys. It's September 23, 2019, and we are here once again to talk about your favorite stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And some of you have already requested your, have already made some requests, and I already have them listed, and we are going to prioritize your requests. And for those who are already here in our live, why don't you say hi, and so we can also greet you, and then we'll add your request on our list. Okay, thanks for liking. Hi, Jen. Good evening. Okay, let us start with the first one. And this is for KPH. I hope those people who have requested earlier are also in our live session. Okay, but anyway, hello, you guys. Let's talk about KPH. I have opened some of them earlier and already made some insights. So we've experienced a massive increase in a day for this secondary stock. I'm not very familiar with this stock. You've seen a lot of, movements in small volume, I would assume, seeing this kind of pattern in the daily movements of the stock. So this is a secondary stock, and with this type of movement, I don't really feel confident because I have a feeling that tomorrow some of the people who have entered in stock will take profit. So if you still want to consider entering this stock, please use a much faster time frame. Go with the momentum of this stock. But based on my profile, I am not going to enter this stock because it's already expensive. Okay. For VUL, this might still respect the MA20 line. See that? This is, by the way, the Bollinger Band, and at the center, the blue line represents your moving average. And the settings that we have there is moving average in the past 20 days. So notice if you are to zoom in, there was a bounce when the price hit the MA20 level. So I think this stock will still respect the MA20 line, and your RSI is still looking healthy around the 50 area. So maybe it will give us a bounce, something like this. Okay. PPC. PPC still respects the MA20. You're moving in a sideways, and when it reached the MA20 line, you have some bounce over there. So I would say if you would like to enter the stock, you have to enter near the MA20 line, because potentially, given that this stock has been moving on a sideways and no volume, sometimes the hint that your cue or your clue that this stock will potentially move massively the next day is when there's a volume that builds up. Like for this one example, in the previous days, you don't see any volume, but on this day, all of a sudden there's volume. So that's an example there. Yep. Just enter near the MA20 line, okay? That's for PPC. And for now, look at now. There's a price breakdown. Seeing that it ended below the MA20 line, this means it's not really a good sign. So I suggest you watch out what the price action would be around the 3.07 area. $3.07 and then 2.80. Around that. Okay, so those are your key areas to watch out for potentially. Yeah, let's see if this stock will give us a good bounce in these areas. Okay, but I have a feeling it will still dip further. Hopefully not a major dip. That is okay. So these are your key areas to watch out for. The next one would be MPI. How's everyone so far? Yep. Hi, DC, Jonal, Dewey. Yep, I got JFC for you. Rizal, good evening. Reggie, hello. And Victor, of course. Okay, so now we're looking at MPI. MPI, so this kind of candlestick normally is a candlestick that signifies a possible reversal. Okay, when this happens after a downtrend, then this would be a possible sign. Look what happened here. So you had almost the same looking candlestick, and this is what we call the hammer. So if you want to check it out, just go Google it. Hammer candlestick. So some would look like this, right? The body of the candlestick is extremely filled on the upside. Some would show something like this, where you have like a wick up there after a downtrend. Okay. And some would also, so see that. So there's a small wick. Okay. Now if it appears at the resistance area, something to this effect, then it is now called a shooting star. Okay, see the difference? And we also see that over here. So this could possibly mean that we are entering a possible reversal. Hopefully that happens tomorrow, okay, before it goes up. Now, just in case it goes sideways first, then your good entry price would be, of course, around the support area, which I can see at 4.89 to 4.89 to 491 area, around that. Okay, but this area is also still good to consider. Anywhere from here to here would be a good entry price. The next one would be UBP. UBP, you're sitting at the support area. Okay, see that strong support over there? Price hits the same level for multiple times in how many days? And then it respected that. So this is technically moving on a sideways. Okay. And if you want to get in, I think this is still a good time to enter this stock. Let's see, you're still at a very cheap level for this stock. Looking at the weekly, see that? Your weekly chart. So yes, good time to accumulate volume. Ali. For Ali, this is still a good entry price for Ali. This is a bounce. And then it stabilized with a higher low. Okay, it created a higher low. So I'm thinking we'll have some more green candlesticks in the coming days. And plus the fact that this is Ayala, right? It's a very established company. And if you want to get in near the green line that I created. So that will act as your support. Of course, if the price breaks down and you don't want to wait, just cut your losses, okay? But definitely, well, we're looking at the weekly chart, by the way. So at least you see a bigger picture. Yep, still the same story, even on the daily chart. So try to create or try to enter near the line that I created. It has a higher low this time, okay? SMC. For SMC, This is the resistance, the short-term resistance that I am seeing. Okay, it did not even reach that part, so I'm thinking it might still go down. Hopefully this just gives us a good bounce at the MA20 line, but I'm seeing that we might potentially revisit this MA20 line once again. So just observe, because I see some more red days for this one. Overall, if you want to look at it on a weekly chart, yeah, still the same area, slightly higher, but on the weekly chart, this is the support that I see. You can do range trading if you like. Let the price reach this level and then exit here if you want to do trading. But this is San Miguel, ideal stock for long term. Good evening, Joji and Mark. Let's check out CHP at that. Let's see if I have that. Okay. We're at SMC Vita. Let's check out Vita. Vita. For Vita, so I treat this as a bounce, but definitely for us to really make sure that it is a bounce, hopefully tomorrow it ends with a green candlestick, so that will really confirm a bounce for this stock. So just observe, if you want to give it a try, the best entry price is around 122, provided it bounces up, okay? Otherwise, just cut your losses. Okay, and what's the ideal percentage for the stop loss area? Normally, of course, you have to make sure you allocate your funds, distributing it to multiple stocks, but not too many, okay? Around 3, the most 5, so that you can really closely monitor your stocks. So allocate your portfolio into 3 to 5, and then ideally per stock, you set a stop loss area of 3 to 5%. Okay, make sure you enter near the support so that you are not easily kicked out of your trade, losing a locked amount of 3 to 5%, right? Okay, next would be PIP. For PIP, same. I see a bounce at the MA20 line. If you want to get in, the best price is 2.01, and just closely monitor the stock, and let's hope it gives us a good bounce. Okay, so it made it sideways here, move up, retrace, move. Hopefully there's another swing up there. Next one would be MWC. MWC, it's not a good, okay, so there's a support in this area. Let's see if it sustains, okay? It might stabilize in this level if it still breaks down, because it can also do something like this, right? Massive sell-off. Each time it triggers a lower Bollinger Band, normally it will continue. Okay, so let's just be extra careful, because right now it is triggering the lower Bollinger Band, and the immediate support that I see is right at this area. So if it breaks that, then it might continue to go down. Okay, but let's see. Let's just hope that this is already confirming it. If price goes down, but your RSI is moving up. oops, your RSI is moving up. There. See that? So while your price is going down, RSI is moving up, then potentially you might experience a possible bounce anytime soon. The next one is MWC ISM. ISM did a dip today, but it still respected the MA20 line. See that? So it's each time it reaches this level, it gives us a slight bounce. Okay, so hopefully we experience a possible green candlestick tomorrow. Look at this. Red, green, red, green, red. Hopefully it gives us another green tomorrow. Okay. We're still cool as long as it respects MA20. allhc. For allhc. allhc just use the MA20 line as your possible support. It used to be a resistance right over here. Okay. Each time it reaches that level, there's a rejection, but eventually it managed to break that line and then dip, and it also became a resistance here and broke that one. So just in case it'll dip, potentially it'll bounce just right in this area, 3.49. If you want to get in, that's an ideal price to get in. MBT. For MBT, continues to break the price on the downside. Okay, so now I don't see the pattern where your price is going down, but RSI is moving up. So please just see that this price is going down, right? But the expected behavior is this should already go up, but there's a price breakdown, so I don't see any formation where RSI is moving up. So I would have to say please avoid for now. Let's wait for the bottom and see if it reverses around this area. Okay, the next possible area to watch out for would be around this level, 64.75, 6.74, around that. Okay, or could be this, because I see an accumulation around this area. So let's try to put that line over there. Okay, because this one price hits this level multiple times and then it became a resistance and then eventually it breaks that. But right now this is the second line to watch out for. Okay, around that level. Okay, so those are your key areas, 66 and 64.17. The next one is MEG. For MEG, okay, hopefully this is a good possible sign, signs of reversal, but not 100% sure because it triggered the lower Bollinger Band. However, torn because your RSI is moving up. So hopefully, so just to be safe, wait for a green candlestick to come out to confirm a possible bounce. Hopefully tomorrow this gives us a green candlestick so we can say indeed this is an area of bounce. Okay, because your RSI is already looking good. Next is JFC. JFC still at the area where we have the support. Of course, it's creating and establishing a sideways movement. building some more strength at the support level. And now your RSI is giving, still maintaining that good direction over there, moving upwards. So still a good opportunity to buy at a much lower price for JFC. Marc. As for Marc, there's a price breakdown over here. So I'm a bit worried because it might give us a further dip. Okay, let's see how it looks like on a weekly chart. Okay, so if you still have the patience to wait, I think I'm looking at the weekly chart, by the way. My safest entry price would be around 1.10 area. 1.10 area. It might not happen tomorrow though, because we're looking at the weekly chart. But I'm seeing that there is a possibility, considering that there is a gap up over here between this week and this week. So I'm thinking the price will revisit this area again to fill the gap. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay. It might not happen right in an instant, but in the coming days could be. Okay. APC. APC, you're now at the resistance area, so you might see some possible declines, and we're in a weekly chart. I'm thinking it also has the same story. See that? So you might experience some more dips in the coming days. IDC. IDC, you have a bounce. Let's treat your MA20 as your support, okay? So if it will visit this area again, so that will be a good entry price. Or this area could be a good haggle in case, okay? PRMX. PRMX doing some sideways, and the support I see is around 2.04. So if you can enter and the market gives us a chance right in that area, that would be great. But you're not so far from that. It's just how many percent? Yeah, less than 1%. But yeah, definitely, I'm sure the market will give us a chance tomorrow. But that's the area that I see as a good entry price. For PNB, let's see, creating and establishing the support in this level. So this is the support. It moved up and revisited that to confirm the support. See, sometimes it confirms the support after a few weeks. And look how your RSI looks like moving up. Okay. So that's a possible reversal that we're expecting anytime soon. The next one is tech. For tech, let's see. Oh, almost the same story. Trading a support in the level where it is at, and your RSI is showing upward direction. See that? So this is a good time to accumulate, and it has scheduled dividend release, but the price is just small. SMPH had a good bounce today. Okay. Yep. But look at this. I forgot which stock was that. I think it was ISM. There's an alternate between red and green. Red, green, and then red. Green. Red, green, and then alternate again. Anyway, but doesn't really follow though. I'd still go for my support and resistance following the Bollinger Band. So if the market gives you a chance right in this area, still get in. But overall, you're still at a cheap level now, starting to move above the Bollinger Band. I mean, above the MA20 line. So I'm thinking we're starting to trigger a more bullish movement for this stock. But if the market gives you a chance at 34.76, that would be great. PHA. Hi, Oliver. Good evening. Let's see. pgold. Good evening, Narfe. Can we check phen? Let's see. Phen, Meg. Okay, let's check that. PHA. PHA still creating that support. Still, I think this is a strong support because it has already bounced in that area for several days. So if you want to get in, you can try it out. Plus, of course, your MA20 is already pointing upwards. So that could be a good sign that most of the movements will happen on the upside in the coming days. A's. For A's, we're now at the resistance area, and this is already very expensive, in my opinion, and you're already at the overbought. You're at the above the 70 level, and if you want to get in, your RSI is above, but it doesn't show any weakness yet because it's still pointing upwards. Just be super extra careful. Okay, just be extra careful because there might be some more movements on the upside, but we can never tell. It's possible that there can be, I don't know, could be a gap up, or but definitely there will potentially be some more bullish moves, and we just don't know. Before the market ends tomorrow, they could take profit. We can never tell. So the lesson is, when you have something like this, it's what we call a momentum play. You're following the trend, and just use a much faster time frame. Okay. BRN. BRN, you're also acting at the resistance area. There you go. So it might face some possible retracement. Okay, it might retrace for a bit. We don't know where it will stop, but I see a possible stop right at the 0.85 level. FNI. Okay, that's a bounce, guys. But if the market gives you a chance at 1.70 area, then that's a good entry price. Okay. ABA. For ABA, let's see if it will stop right at this support area. So definitely, for example, this will retrace. It might stop at this level. So let me plot a Fibonacci retracement. So Fibonacci retracement is a tool that we use to measure a possible bounce as an area of bounce. So these are your key areas to watch out for. Okay. Key areas to watch out for. Could be here or here. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me just text someone really important. I have a scheduled meeting at 8. The next one is SLI. SLI is just, we're still moving on a sideways here, but just be extra careful because I think this is already high. So maybe it'll give us something like this. Maybe something like this, and then consolidate before it breaks down. So overall, I'm thinking it is about to experience a decline in price for SLI. CHP creating a support in this level. Key areas to watch out for would be this, okay, 2.60 area. It created that support in that level. Pure gold. Pure gold, just wait for a possible bounce. A green candlestick would be a great indicator because this used to be the key area that we were watching. But there's a price breakdown and it's triggering the lower band. So it might continue to go down. So just wait for a confirmation. Phen might continue to also go down. It's been moving in a bullish. It has been very bullish for the past months, and I think it's resting and will potentially decline, attempting to break the lower band up. Meg, I'm not sure if we opened Meg. Okay, we did. All right. So I think, guys, we'll have a shortened period tonight. Okay, as I have an important meeting to attend, but definitely you just message me once I'm done tonight. I hope I can just communicate with you via messenger or yeah, just message and I'll send my insights. Okay. Thank you very much for attending tonight's episode, and most likely I will be back in the night or in this time zone. We'll have our market insights in the evening for the entire week. Okay, so hope you can attend tomorrow until Friday's session. Thank you. Have a great evening and have a good one. Bye bye.